Greetings, man. We are back with World of Warcraft. Visions of N'Zoth is now out. As soon as you log in, there's like a little screen that I can't get back for some reason. It just tells you that you can get corrupted items. It actually gives you bonus stats, but gives you a negative. It's really kind of exciting. There's new gear. We end up going back to Uldum, which is from like way back in the day. I believe Cataclysm, I want to say. So let's just get right into it. So this pops up here. It just says, I've just returned from a meeting with King Rin in Stormwind. We have much to discuss. Meet me at the Great Seal with haste. That's her there. Speak with her. And that's pretty much it. So this is going to be, for the pop-up I mean, this is going to be a long video. I'm warning you now, it's going to be a little convoluted. I might have a little bit of a hard time. I'm actually going to opt out, potentially, of PvP. I'm not too sure how that's going to work. Yeah, I am. Because it's just going to make things a lot quicker.
I wouldn't cross me if I were you.
I've come bearing word of Stormwind Keep. The Black Prince has returned, and together with the Speaker they hope to root out N'Zoth where he hides. Return to the Black Prince. Tell me what you saw.
You mean to tell me none of your spies have returned? N'Zoth is out there, and we need answers now!
We are doing all we can. Speaker Magni is coming, along with a new advisor. He claims to have information for us.
By the light, a new advisor.
Anduin, it's been so long.
Oh, dragons.
I suppose I deserved that.
Oh, you deserve more than that. My father is dead because of you!
And my father is dead because of the old gods.
Lad, he's come to help us.
Neltharion the Earthwarder was once the protector of Azeroth. But N'Zoth turned a noble mind to madness, and now my father is only remembered as Deathwing. And, as I haven't the least desire to share that fate, I've been studying how to avoid it.
Just tell me how to prepare for this attack. Our armies
Will be useless. N'Zoth will strike here. He'll manipulate emotions, get people to act in ways contrary to their nature. You won't be able to trust your senses, your memories, your friends. After all, what is real if our perceptions cannot be trusted? Anduin! Don't you see, old friend? It's already begun.
very well, advisor. Tell us how to stop him.
So that's the king's son, the blonde guy with the blue hair. The blonde guy with the blue hair, with the blue eyes. Good lord, I need to sleep properly.
The pleasure is mine.
Return to the
Without
Black
a
Prince.
trace.
Now, just bear with me here. Gonna make this as quick as I can.
My loyalties are my own.
So I turned off the PvP, excuse me, because it's gonna be pretty bad. Now, if I didn't mistaken what he said, that guy with the red eyes there, the creepy looking guy that I like, I think his father was the dragon, the Cataclysm, the one that split the Azeroth in half, but don't quote me on that. If I understood correctly, that's what he said. Remember, my cat form is not fancy because I'm actually a Guardian Druid spec. If I was feral, I would have the flashy orange cat that I have, just in case you're like, hey, what happened to that thing? Instead, this is my fair form.
Have you had any luck yourself?
My Black Talon
These Smothers
operatives
has
have
connected the
scoured the
Chamber
world
of Heart
to no
to all
avail.
known Titan facilities on Azeroth. First things first, let's make sure they're all working as intended.
So there he is there. This is also where you work on your necklace, in case you were curious, that everybody gets. I'm going to move me over here. Your neck piece that you can do, whoops, some interesting stuff with. It's now gone up. 67 used to be the max, and you could put some like little traits in here and all that. Yeah, anyhow. It goes up now. These are the ones that I have not unlocked yet. They have passive abilities, like this one I have on my rogue. Anyways, they do cool stuff when you're in battle. What am I doing?
Accessing facility. Designation Uldir. Facility dormant. Residual old guide corruption within acceptable parameters.
Given how much corruption it used to have, I'd say that's good news.
Am I supposed to activate this one too?
Accessing facility. Designation Ulderman. Discs of Norganheim intact.
Yeah, I think I'm
Accessing facility.
supposed to click each one.
Ulduar. Accessing
There we go.
facility.
Our
Designation
world needs
Ulduar.
us, champion.
Now it wants me to hearth the Dalaran. Why would it want me to do that?
Inactive? What happened to it?
So, I'm going to show you where we technically need to go. And then I'm going to need to work on this where I get a free piece of 410 gear.
This root cause might be.
This is not good.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Yeah, I don't need to hearth the Dalaran. So let me show you why I don't need to do that. So when the Earth got ripped apart, I think it was in Cataclysm. I've just been out of the loop, you know. I should get 310 flying. I'll do that after. What ended up happening is this is the normal part of Azeroth, by the way. We're actually going to Uldum, like I said, which is actually southwest of Teneris. This was an area that opened up during the... I'm saying Cataclysm, and I'm hesitating because I want to make sure I didn't get the wrong expansion. 'Cause like I said, I've been a little bit out of the loop the last couple of years, and I could have my expansions messed up. Pretty sure it was Cataclysm. I don't think it was Myths of Pandaria. Anyways, it was from an old expansion, an older expansion. And the zone that I'm in now technically is actually a really old zone, Silithus. That used to be a high-end area. And you can go back in time and visit the older form of how it was before the world changed. But now that's become the spot that you go with Magni Bronzebeard there, and he's the one that helps you level up your necklace piece, which is the Heart of Azeroth. That gives you the extra skills. And then boom, now we're in Uldum.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, we'll go to this spot here. This will give you a little bit of an overview as well as to what Uldum looks like. Are those eyeballs? I thought at first those were honeycomb. Oh, it could be honey. They look like creepy eyeballs. Whatever it is, I like it. So we're coming back to this older area. $120 elite. Oh, I can't remember, and it really drives me nuts. And that's what happens when you're out of the loop, right? Lore-wise and stuff like that. You play, you take a bit of a break, or you play your character or your account with your trial characters at level 20, and you don't really follow the story, or you do, but you just kind of like, you step out of the shadows there for a long time, or out of the spotlight rather, into the shadows. My goodness, I need to sleep more. You almost sort of kind of start forgetting certain things. When I did the intro quest line here on my rogue last night, it was absolutely chaotic, and I'm glad I didn't record it. I had PvP on, and everybody just went ballistic, and that's fine, that's PvP, but it was slowing the momentum, the tempo that I was trying to get going. I wanted to proceed, and I wanted to record to showcase the quest line here. Naturally, you can imagine how that went, so I deleted the footage because it ended up, you know, being 3 hours instead of like an hour or whatever it was. And I don't want that. There's a place and time for PvP, so that's why I turned it off. Now I don't have to worry about anything. Enter the building. Oh, right. Wow, I was like, this is the central hub. By the way, this used to be the central little hub location where people would gather and do quests, and that's actually where you end up back at Ramkan, or however you pronounce it. So we do need to go here. It's actually a dungeon turned scenario. It's 5:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, and also server time. So we're just going to fly there. Do the scenario. Scenario, however you want to pronounce it. And as Guardian, I think it's going to go a little bit quicker. I am going to try to stealth through a good part of the scenario. Scoutmaster up, they were saying. Oh. Alright, well, so much for that. Apparently there's going to be some, or not going to be, there is some new loot. That's BOA for your account, bound on account. We'll have to see how that is. Now this place is pretty rough. The dots that these people, damage over time, that these people can put on you is pretty nasty.
Over here, champion. I think I found who took control of the forge. No time to waste. We've got a Titan forge to reboot.
And into the halls of origination. There are...
Oh, it's been ages since I've held a hammer in my hands. Feels good to be back in the action.
Does it now?
Intruders! You dare defile this place with the curse of flesh?
Now I'm going to try to skip through some of this. Because some of these you don't need to fight them. I did this on my rogue, like I said yesterday, to get a bit of a heads up as to how to do this. There was a part that was really kind of complex to just kind of figure out on a whim. And I got really frustrated.
See those statues? The Amethyst must have reactivated the forge's defenses.
Now you don't want to walk straight through here. Watch what happens. Bam.
Should be down below.
Look at how much health I lost. And it took me a moment to figure out where should I go. So I just kind of bypassed it over here. We need to click on these here. That's one. to... Look at that glow that I got on my druid because I got a debuff. 25 fire damage every 4 seconds. Spells and abilities have a chance to inflict fire damage to nearby enemies. Oh, Might of the Sun. That's a pretty interesting, I guess a buff, not a debuff. Quite the contrary. Oh wow, I dropped him pretty hard. Come get some. You know, for the sake of immersion, I'll put the music on, but I won't have it too loud.
That's all of them. Onward now.
Because I've already done a lot of talking and explaining, kind of. There's been some cutscenes. Ah, you're a bastard. Alright, let's do this thing.
The forge is ours, trespassers!
I mean, like I said, I could easily attack them, but why make this longer than it needs to be? This is already going to be a fairly long video.
Not yet complete. I need more time.
Unauthorized life
Our
force
enemies are already
detected.
upon us.
Commencing
Activated.
purge.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
And no, I don't always manually click my skills, just the ones that I don't have keybound, that I don't urgently need to reach in a pinch when I'm doing PvP, in case you're wondering.
Forge compromise.
The Amethyst can make their own watchers. We'll have to worry about that later. Come on, let's take the lift up to the control chamber. What the? The power's been shut off. Hang on, I'll get us access to the conduits. This way, champion.
I don't know why it's weird. I'm used to having myself at the top left. Now this part was confusing.
Some of the consoles here are still active. If we can figure out which one controls the lift, we can reroute power to it and get it working again. This is the lift's console. If we reroute the power here, we can get it running.
God, I love my new mic stand. You no longer hear me slapping the crap out of my keyboard. Now we have to reroute power. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill these guys because they're gonna get in the way anyways. And the floor underneath me that's moving, I actually thought I had to dodge them or I would fall through until I realized it was actually glass. Like on top, like the three-dimensional part. Anyways, so it's kind of funny. You saw me like running around trying to avoid it, and it's pretty funny. But yeah, their damage over time that they threw on, it's pretty brutal. I don't want you seeing how much damage I'm taking. One. Two. And then one, two. I hope I get this right. One, two, three. Hope this is it.
That should do it.
Good. Very nice. We just had to rearrange the beams of light to obviously do their thing there. To line up synergistically.
You've tainted this place long enough. Fall before the amethyst. Time and again.
Oh yeah, that stun's pretty wild. It completely clouds you.
Now you will burn.
So it doesn't take too much time to kill on my Guardian Druid, which is obviously a tank spec, in relation to my Rogue DPS, and he's not quite as geared. He's only 407. Well, only. My Rogue is at 412. He's not like light years ahead. But every couple of item levels can make a little bit of a difference. We cannot interrupt any of his spells. Wow.
For a second.
That's creepy.
If N'Zoth's minions are inside the forge, then this is worse than we thought. We have to hurry. Come on.
Hey, I'm trying here. Excuse me. I think I went the wrong way. Maybe not. Like I said, I did kind of do part of the intro here before, and it's kind of a good thing that it didn't work out.
Looks like the lift is working. The control chamber should be on the 3rd floor.
Because the first time I came here, like I said, it wasn't... Oh. Well, so much for that. Ah. Get back down here. I was supposed to be on there. You bastard. Is it gonna come back down? I think I have to call it back down. Yeah. Note to self, get on the lift before, you know, you tell it to go to the top. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, this I remember fairly easily.
Connection received. Please confirm elimination of hostile entities.
We took care of them, but not before N'Zoth gave the Forge a beating.
Understood. Access power terminals to commence system reactivation.
Now we'll do the middle one.
Error. Unable to access primary power conduits. Direct circuit to Chamber of Heart required. Interface Heart of Azeroth with main console.
There we go. Yeah, man.
Circuit established. Restoring power. Error. Forge operating at 37% efficiency.
37? That can't be enough to keep Azeroth protected.
Affirmative. Additional power sources required. Initiating clearing for suitable alternatives. Stand by.
It looks like our work isn't done, chum. Azeroth, I'll return to the chamber and start figuring out our next move.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's talk about this. And now I don't have Bronzebeard with me. This is actually really dangerous because, like I said, their dot is incredibly powerful. They just do so much damage. So we're going to leave this instanced area. And I don't have to worry about getting my ass beat by 50,000 Alliance. Excuse me. That's why I keep moving away, because it really lowers the sorry, the volume there. There was something I was supposed to do here, but I don't think I can do it yet. No, let's just follow the guide. This is where I'm getting confused again. So there's going to be a point where this whole section will be covered in like a purple border, And you have to repel the corrupted. And... oh, wow. The Great Worm. Yeah, that thing was kicking my rogue's ass yesterday. And I didn't understand what was going on. So we'll just do one thing at a time. Like I said, I don't have all morning to do this, unfortunately. There might be some parts of the gameplay that I slapped together in this video. I don't know, or I might do like a part 1, a part 2. It's so hard to say as a YouTuber. You know, how would I want that myself? Would I want to watch a 1-hour video or 2 30-minute videos? Probably just all lumped into one, and then I can just kind of pick away at it as I can.
Brigands, your kind are not welcome here.
We come unarmed, and we only seek an audience with the king.
It would seem you are not the only ones.
Here we go.
We know little of the Amethyst, save that they believe themselves the sole defenders of the righteous great works. In their eyes, all others are corrupted by the curse of flesh, and are enemies of the livers. It is imperative that they be kept away from the forge. To the west, another threat looms. Terrible monstrosities have emerged from the sands and gather in great numbers. Though we suspect they hail from Entourage, they are unlike any Karaji or Silithid we have faced before. And worst of all, our priests are plagued by unrelenting nightmares. They see our cities burning to ash, and our people turning against each other. I fear that these visions are but the harbinger of something far more dire. We must prepare ourselves for disaster.
So Entourage that he spoke of, in case you don't know, I always talk like you don't know anything, because actually, funny enough, most people that I know that watch my videos,
Hail, adventurer. It is clear
they don't know much about WoW.
cannot face these menaces alone.
So Entourage is the original raid from 15 years, well maybe not 15, 13, 14 years ago.
Together and defend our home.
You cannot be serious. I will not partner with grave robbers and bandits.
I'm not a grave robber, you bastard.
You will obey your king. All who would fight for O'Doom are allies of Ramkahan.
The Waste Wanders stand with you, King
How may
Ferris.
Ramkahan aid you?
The League's got your back too.
State your business.
Very well. Together, we will vanquish all
This had
who
better be
threaten
good.
our home. For Ramkahan welcomes you.
So, blue exclamation mark.
Each passing day, new enemies descend upon
We will protect.
Those are dailies that can be repeated. So now we have to, what's called drive the assault back, and the more quests you do in that area, you know, you progress the bar. So it's kind of like the dailies there that we would see in the other zones. Click to view areas under attack by N'Zoth's forces. See the purple glow? Like I said, I only know that because I did this yesterday. Mind you, I was in a group. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Even though I'm a Guardian Druid, like I said, their damage over time, I already have half my health gone. It's absolutely insane. I've never had this much... Sorry. I never lost this much health before from just random... Like, basically 3/4 of my health is gone. Yeah, Might of the Sun. Holy pineapple. I think... I think it gives me a beneficial Might of the Sun fire damage. No, I think that's a negative that I take the whole time. But because this is an older zone from an older expansion, I can actually fly here. And there's just like absolutely no one here. Because everybody was gung-ho about it last night, right? That's when it was like current and everybody was going berserk over it. Now let me look at... Yeah, that's the one I've got to do. And... Oh, the Titanic core. Oof, that's going to be rough. I don't know how I'm going to do some of these. So this is just collecting, killing some stuff. You're just grinding a couple of mobs. Nothing too fancy. Like I said, if I find that this is just taking too long, I am eventually going to have to cut the video anyways, and then I'll have to come back to it. So this kind of gives you a nice gist of what is going on. We're just filling up that bar. You can see how slow it is a little bit. Let's track them all. Smashing the plan. There we go. I want to say I'm a little bit under-geared, but their damage, nonetheless. I thought I saw... Oh, I did. Is a little strong. Yeah, it doesn't do much. The main thing that I've got to get is the idols that only spawn on these four corners here. They usually spawn a little bit quicker than this. They were fairly quick at first. Yeah, I have to kill one of those guys actually for the Titanic core. So there's nothing going on there. I guess I gotta wait a minute. Now this is gonna be painful. Like, incredibly. Because it's an elite, and he's a level 121. And I'm already almost dead. I don't think I can kill this. Wow. That is absolutely... Because the dot keeps adding stacks of it. And I'm pretty much... Okay, so I'm dead. Yeah, I'm out of mana. I mean, he's almost half dead, but... And yes, getting out of the way would probably help. Oh, there's just no way. Oh, wow. Okay, so had that been my rogue, that would not have happened. I would have died 5 minutes ago. Wow, sorry, that was really intense. I love the glow, though. Okay, well, I still need to... Do I need to kill any more of the priests? Oh, wow, I do. Yeah, it's the casters that do a lot more damage than the melee. These guys here are nothing. I'll wait for the 5 stacks to wear off. At first I thought I was getting partial benefit from it, but I don't think I am. A little too late. I'm above 40% health from just that little fight there. What I'm waiting for... Oh my god, I'm like dying. Is these items to show up. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding them. The first 5 were really easy. Let me see where else this could potentially be. Ah, okay, so there are sun-touched or idols that can be gotten there. I don't remember there being any over there. Not only that, I still need to get 5 priests. Whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to do this here. No, that's not a priest. Those are bowmans. Yeah, we're already at the 40-minute mark. I am almost sorta kinda done closing in near what I wanted to show. 28%. That's a guardian. Yeah, that's definitely one of them. Nope. No fancy stuff for you to cast on me. You're gonna have to eat that one. Can only block so many. What the hell is here? Sun-touched obelisk. Yeah, they're just an item that I need to click on. Maybe someone already destroyed it, and it's just taken a while to respawn. Yeah, so this has taken a little bit longer than I wanted. So I am going to pause the recording here. Oh, there. Perfect. Excellent. We just need to destroy 2 more. They only spawn here. This is the only small spot that I can do this in. So you got an idea of what has to happen there. So I just need to kill 3 more priests, click 2 more of those pillars, and destroy those little idols that I originally was after at the beginning of when I got here. So it's just more of literally the exact same. So I am going to pause the video now that you've pretty much seen everything. And once I complete this, I'll recommence the recording. And we'll just go from there. So be right back. So we're going to end the video here. Actually, there's not really that much else to discuss for part 1. I ended up clicking a couple of pillars, going in, going back to the heart place where you work on your necklace. Really just some small talk, nothing big, you know, oh my god, we got to fight back this corruption and band together, and, you know, just that kind of crap. And I ended up with a piece of corrupted gear. And it gives you a little extra bonus, but also a negative. We can read that really quick. Equip and gain Void Ritual, which makes it that it gives me a chance to increase all my secondary stats by 7 every second for 20 seconds, and this chance is increased if at least 2 nearby allies also have Void Ritual on. But the negative is that taking damage has a chance to reduce your movement speed by 5%. Your movement speed by a small percentage for 5 seconds, and the magnitude of the snare increases with further corruption. So that's basically one of the negatives. That's a new game mechanic that's in the game. But I'm going to talk a little bit about that more in part 2. If you made it this far, this was a part of the lore. In the first one, we were in Uldum, which I believe was from the Cataclysm expansion. Like I said, I still don't remember. Right now, this is going to be part 2. This is the second and final part, I believe, of the newer zone where there's a corruption and you do some fighting and fighting back the assault to cleanse the N'Zoth corruption. And that is in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. So flying there, going through a couple of portals, getting a quest. I shaved off, no exaggeration, about a half hour, and you really didn't miss anything in terms of lore. I just felt that me rambling on for 2 minutes was a lot better than an extra 30 minutes. And this corruption actually gives you a bit of a glow until you clean it, which you can get rid of it, but you need certain memento tokens or whatever. So we're going to wrap it up. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I'll make sure when you wake up tomorrow morning, you've got that corruption in real life. But you don't get turned into the sexy Zandalari troll, man. No, 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 no. You come get the voodoo, you get turned into a gnome. Oh yeah, a gnome with pink hair. That includes down below. And you have the corruption, which is neon pink as well. You don't want that, because there's no cure in the real world for the corruption, right? That was weird, but that's okay. That's who I am. So if you... Did I already say if you liked the video? Yeah, I did. Wow, I am tired and I need to go back to bed. So I've already said that. If you want to subscribe, sorry, you can go ahead and do that. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as. And as always, take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.